All right, you see what I got on the board? I got the different ways to save money. And we're gonna talk about a few of those tonight. Everybody jumping and shouting about last night's news and all of that. And how many of you, if you was to right now get $1 million in your hand, what would be the first thing you do? Don't damn lie either. Don't make it sound all good when you know you ain't telling the truth.
Buy
some
house,
land.
silver notes.
Buy some silver and gold.
Invest.
I would buy
And a
truck,
car.
Trade it in.
Invest it.
then buy
Invest.
some
Silver and gold
Put it in
and
some
pay off my home.
Go on a
There you
vacation.
Gold.
Sleep on it.
A community
Turn it into silver
compound
and
that
gold or
Nope.
invest
And
it.
then open up a nice health center.
I got a community compound where I am already in position to teach home ecosystems with the children and the elders to pass generational information on as we move into our households.
All right.
Farming and teaching. So yes.
I'm quitting my job. I don't know about y'all.
Empress muted.
Okay. So we have investment, community, compound, open new business. What else? Vacation. I heard somebody say vacation.
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh. What
A
else?
list for home for me and my daughter.
Huh?
Purchase a home for my daughter and one for myself.
Uh,
Silver, gold.
Okay. Buy silver and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Help the children.
Well, that same as opening up a business. Okay, so I got a few that I'm a roll with tonight, and we gonna roll with some things now. Cause let me tell you the reason why I'm asking all these questions, right? So I thought about tonight and everybody's excitement about last night and at the end of the day, most people when they get that kind of funds in their hands, they broke within a month or so.
Honey.
Because people they've been without so long that they just run out and spend. Yeah, being a consumer. And you really don't understand how this thing really works, do you? I'll ask a question. Do you know how money works? If you do, raise your hand. How money is supposed to work? Miss Shamika?
It's Shamika Tani, honey, Murray. I would say invest
find a way that you can get the money to circulate, within our community. That's definitely number one, especially with all our talents and skills that we have.
Ah, I love you. Okay.
I yield.
She's she's right. She said the magic word circulate. And where are you going to circulate it so that you can get what?
Well, when you circulate, you're actually trying to invest for like bigger projects, or how you say projects, campaigns. You venture off into other business
Okay.
Or
within the
would you say
community.
trade and commerce or trading?
Okay. So here's where I'm going with it. When she said the word circulate, and when she said community, right? That is the center of everything that's gonna go down. So in order for that to happen, you got to have a change of mindset, even in this area of your life. Because see, the steps bring consciousness to you, and it is the fruit of the spirit, which is your wealth, that is internal wealth, that can be manifest from the inside out. Now, when you talk about circulation, then you're talking about something that's going to come back to you. Or it's going to circulate right on out. Circulation, in my mind, it come back to you. So I'm going to keep it right there. But where you circulate it, going to depend whether you get a return or not.
Recycling the dollar.
That's right, recycling the dollar. And the reason why they say circulate it within your community 7 times, because it will sustain your economy. So you got to think about economy, return, and where you put it at, and your behavior around when you get something in your hand. And even the fiat and what you do with it. And everybody all jumping and shouting, but let me tell you something. If you don't get an active change in how you see money and how you view money, then you're going to be broke. You're going to be right back in the same category you was in when it came to you. So that's why it's important, first of all, to get rid of the idea of all you're going to be is a consumer. Buying, and feeding your energies into their economy. Now, I got a task to do. And let me tell you what my task is. Maybe I believe I need a pen, because I swear I believe something trying to jump out of here. Yes, I need a pen. Y'all he'll be right back, but while he's going to get it, I'm going to slow down a little bit because I don't want him to miss nothing, okay? Now, in order for us to come out of this, what we're in right now, because it's one thing for the corporation to shut down, right? And everybody shout for joy, and but you don't know about the economy, because before yesterday, I thought I knew, right? And the problem with us is we don't have an economy as a nation, because the corporations have come in and usurped the people's energy, and that they won't be able to sustain themselves in their own economy, under their own nation's economy, because they don't know that they're feeding the beast. Okay? And the goal is to starve the beast and turn the economy around, because that's what you hear on the news. How many people, still watch the news? It's all right if you raise your hand, because everybody a little nosy sometimes. Every now and then I'll peek in, but I got eyes and ears everywhere, so I don't want to hear all that fluff, mumble, stupid stuff. So I get people I got certain people I go and peek in on, and they give me the bottom line, because I don't want all that middle stuff. They give me the bottom line. And so how many of you all have been watching the news and you're perplexed about whether it is or whether it ain't, or is it really true? Raise your hand if you in on that line right there on the fence. I ain't gonna cut you, and I ain't gonna judge you. I just want to know if you would just raise your hand, because I got a word from the landlord tonight for you. Now, I saw a hand up. Can you unmute yourself and tell me what the economy forecast is? And whose economy are we talking about? Y'all ready for me? Because I need somebody to get a fire hose. Because I need somebody to be standing by with the fire truck, the police, and the ambulance. Because some of you going to get burned up and you're going to need to go to the hospital. Oh, yeah, and don't forget, we got to call the morgue and to tell them to send out them horses to pick some of you up, too. But young lady, can you unmute yourself and tell me what the economy forecast is, and who economy are they talking about?
You wasn't talking about me, was it? Because I had
Yes,
my hand.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Miss Honey. I'm gonna call you Honeydew.
Okay, I corrected that. I was gonna, because I thought you was talking about something else. I was gonna actually just say, like, with the news, I think 50% is fake news and real news. So, I guess you got to be at a certain level to like understand how it's broke down, because they give you these codes and everything with the news. As far as the economy, I guess we kind of we're responsible now. But when I do see the news or a post or anything like that, I try to. I remember you saying follow the money and follow the water, and also I had signs from months ago. It was like follow the railroad. So I was posting things about that related to Mother Nature and all that other things like that. I don't know about fires, how much everything costs, because that's on my lead right now. I need some accountants, but I do.
All right. All right. Who else? Because if you don't know what economy they talking about, they're not talking about yours. And they certainly ain't talking about this nation's. So we got a problem here. First of all, the circulation of the currency is formed by the people's energy. The people are the currency and the energy to move everything. And we ain't moving nothing within this nation, because we got to get our ecosystem up and running the economy. So that's the only way the economy is going to the currency of the economy is like a weather forecast. You don't believe me? Let me pull up something. All right. I put it on the board tonight because you need to know this, and I'm gonna send it out to everybody tonight, to Monica, so that she can send it out. Because the average person don't know the history about the history of banking. That's important to know. See, if you don't know the history of something, you don't know whether it's good for you or not. You're just doing something and you don't know whether it's vexing in your spirit, and because that could have a damaging effect on us later when we don't know the history of something. We keep passing down for generations and generations of nonsense that we don't know nothing about, but we just picked it up and we made it part of our lives. And some of it we never had a part of our lives because it was hidden from us. Right? So when you're talking about currency, we're talking about how people move in business, move in interaction with one another, doing business with one another, and how things flow, the currency. And we're not talking about fiat, we're not talking about gold, because nothing of that sort can move without you. So that's not the real currency. The real currency is happening in the inside. And when you start to want access, because I hear a lot of you all, and I'm going to stop sharing for 1 minute because I want to get this point across. Some of you all turn around and you wonder why you are in bad shape. Because you won't understand and study things. You just run off because somebody tell you to. If somebody told you to give them $200, like a lot of y'all 2 weeks ago, Benny Babu said something about investing and all that, and I talked to you all that the nation can open up an investment account in the names of the people who give the money, and everybody just hand it out without questioning nothing, just because somebody sound good and that you gonna get rich. Because that is the bottom line of what everybody used to get your energy. And when you start to look at the gold, silver, in-ground resources, all that stuff, it cannot have a value without you giving it the value. How many of you thought about that? And how many of you see yourself as the value and not the gold and the silver? Same thing in the metaphysical side of that Bible that I be teaching over there on Truth Seekers, and we're talking about telling the truth and making sure that we come into the light and the truth of everything. That means everything. that you think you know or have been doing the same way, passed down for generations, gotta go. Including me. Because I can't lead a nation unless I got full understanding about how the nation's economy work. And the difference between me and what we have been challenged with over there with that corporation, bringing in all his buddies and all his demons with him. That it has to come to a point where this corporation cannot manage the economy of this nation no more. And the only way that this is going to take place, like we was all, yesterday. And I said, sis, I said, I don't even know what I want to talk to them about tonight. And the ancestors gave me what I need to talk to y'all about is your mindset, because it's the same principle that's happening over there in that Bible. It's the same principle happening over here. We got to change our mindset. We got to throw away all that we think we know about anything, because we have been living from the outside in and usurping your wealth. And let me tell you about the access. Everybody running around here talking about, I'm ready to get access to the treasury. Well, what damn treasury you want to get access to? Is the question. Raise your hand and tell me. I ain't gonna be mad at you. What treasury are you talking about? Getting access to. Don't be ashamed. Go ahead, Travis.
I know it's one they're talking about, the one that's connected to their social security number, that letter that's in front of their number in their social security card. On the back of their social security card.
All right. Social Security account. What else? Who else? Access to what? Oh, I hear crickets. Come on now.
Plot to land.
Access to, you want access in your mind, access to land?
Yeah, it's for my grandchildren though.
Okay.
You know, and maybe a foundation for my grandfather.
Okay, that's enough. That's good.
Birth certificates.
Okay, what else?
Lawsuits.
Huh?
Lawsuits that's been filed.
Lawsuits. Okay.
Bond, access to bond.
I was going to say that. Access to your bond that you're entitled to at birth.
Well, I would think that we're trying to access all of them, right?
Okay, so
Or
that's
the commissary.
Yeah, you
Okay.
know, like paying off your mortgage.
Driver's license.
Access to your birthright, mama.
Okay.
Anything that's in the private.
Well, you want to take back all of your contracts that you have with them.
But I'm talking about, what are you trying to get access to? That's what I'm talking about right now. But we did name quite a few.
You want to take them all back.
Okay.
Could I say something, if that's okay?
Go ahead.
Um, I don't know, this is all like super new to me, but I remember you mentioning a lot about the Chamber of Commerce and being able to access that within your heart. I don't know if that's the right thing to say.
Girl, you're the best one to answer the right question. At least you get on the right track. You talking spiritual, you seeing the whole thing spiritual access. Thank
Okay.
you. Good God. This right here, access to your spiritual self will take you to your treasury that's inside of you. Because if you God, don't God own everything? And don't God produces whatever the will of you is because you are God, so you can produce your own will? You can produce your own wealth because the treasury is to that pineal gland. And once you get the brain out the freaking way of blocking you to access your divinity. Because go ahead. Go on it. I'm not. Go ahead.
Ashe.
Mhm. Now you see that slow unjack the mic moment when everybody normally yeah. This ain't no shouting thing right now, is it? Because I'm getting ready to show you reality of what you don't know. And the reason why you don't know is because it's been hid, and you've been hid, and you've been still thinking that you're going to get access to the what? Federal Reserve, because that's the only economy thing that's going on, and their ass is shut down. So where you going? You are sitting freaking duck. Now sit down. Somewhere. Until you grow up. Sit down. Because you still thinking like a child. And when you was a child, you thought like a child. You spent stuff like a child. Every time you go in the store, I want some bubble gum. I want some candy. And as you get grown, oh, I want that house. I want them shoes. I want the car. I want this and I want that. And nothing that you buy avails you nothing. Because it ain't no asset. It's always a liability when you're doing business over there with the United States. And you ain't going to get nothing but a crumb of the pie. They're going to get it all but a crumb. They'll leave you enough to survive until the next time they're going to come and grab what they want from you because you ignorant. Unlearned. Let me put it like that. I'm not calling anybody ignorant, so to speak. It's for a lack of a better word. Ain't that right, Mother Right?
That's proper. Yes.
And my apologies that I did not acknowledge you.
That's okay.
So I'm getting ready to do that right now.
I'm
Everybody,
mellow. I'm
Mother
mellow.
Right, a round of applause. She's here with us tonight.
Hey, Mama.
Ashe, brother.
Ashe.
Hey, mama.
Peace and love,
Love and
Mother
light.
Right.
Love and
Yo, I
light,
do
mama.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Doo.
Mother Majesty.
Yes. Thank you.
I said, turn this way. Turn the chair this way. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, there we go. Now. All right. So, when you are a child, you think like a child and you be as a child. But when you grow up, you put childish behaviors away. And I talked about mannerisms today. You handle things differently. So why not handle your energies different? Why not see money different? Why not see you as money instead of the Federal Reserve or the gold and silver as money? That's a means of exchange, y'all. But you're the money. Now let's go to the national. Let me go to the history of banking now. We'll go back to that now and show you about how currency move. And it's not based on the fiat or gold and silver, but it's based on how you move the economy. You move everything. And so I want you to see these lines that are on your screen. Okay? And I want you to see how the economy flows. I'm just going to thumb through this right quick. And it's going to show you how things go. The currency. Okay? I'm going to keep going. I just want you to look at the currency. And I want you to tell me when you ever seen these lines, where else have you seen lines like this at?
Weather. Other channels.
There you go. And the forecast, right?
Yes.
One more place you're going to see this. Where are you going to see this at?
Waterways.
That's correct.
Shipping routes.
Right. So this flow is based on people. If you can see my board, and I'm going to move this up just a little bit. And y'all excuse me. I'm going to erase this so we don't have so much on the board so you can see. Okay, can you see my board real good? I'm going to stop sharing for now, and I'm going to come back to this for a minute, in a minute. You see my board real good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Currency and water is the same as people moving energy. Okay? So people are currency. Water is currency. This is currency, this symbol. And this symbol right here is supposed to be symbolized as currency. This is symbolized as currency. This word bread is the same. And so, and then we got the word money, right? Now, Each one of these have a metaphysical meaning behind it, and I'm not going to go into that tonight. But I want you to see the different aspect of the word money, and you got one more called funds, right? Which one of these is the real symbol for money? Out of all these here.
People.
People.
That's right. And then people have value, and which one of these can attach to the people?
Bonds.
No. Well, you know what? Let me put bonds up here.
All of them. Money.
Okay.
I want to know, so which one would you attach yourself to here?
Bonds and contracts. Yep.
All of them.
Water.
Bread.
No.
I would.
Water.
Bonds, Big Mama.
Money.
Water.
Water.
None.
The mother's water.
We are water. I said water. Water.
People.
Water, because we're made of majority of water.
So, go ahead and finish saying it. You said it.
Bread to feed the people.
No, the other lady. She said something about water.
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 I said water.
Percentage of water.
Yes.
What did I tell you a couple of, maybe last week or so? That we was what?
90%.
Yeah, currency. See, yeah.
90%.
75% water.
90% water.
Yeah,
And water
90%.
flows.
All right.
The current.
You're attached to the water because you move currency, right? Which one of these is the value? After the people and the currency, they're one and the same, and then it moves. So when you get a return of the currency circulated, right? So which one of these symbols would you want? Would you want this one, or this one?
The people.
No, well, we already done.
The dollar sign.
The dollar
Oh,
sign.
the symbol.
Which one?
See.
The one with the two lines through it.
Underline. The one with the
one
one.
what?
The
The one
dollar
with the two
sign.
lines through
But
it.
which one?
The
The
first
one
one
with
with
the
the double
circle.
line.
The one
That's
in the
right.
middle.
Yeah.
Now that was a simple explanation about how currency moves and how it does in the economy, right? It moves. We move through space and time, right? Because we can bring in anything we want. We can bring in the gold and the silver. We can bring in what other currency? We can create bonds and we can do all that. The people. Ain't no bonds without the people. It ain't no currency without the people. Who can see that?
U.S.
That is. Us. Us. The people. Is this right here. This is a direct mom. You can unmute.
Right. Absolutely.
What? I'm
Message.
I know that's right. U.S.
Message.
Ashay.
Now, I'm knocking them off one by one.
Ankh.
Be the Ankh.
We need
Be
the
the
fire
Ankh.
hose. Wow.
You have everlasting life. Because the currency never quits. Water flows everywhere, just like your spirit. Consistently. Be the Ankh. God is all. Everlasting life is what the Ankh is. Be the Ankh, because when you're the Ankh, you're the bank. And how do you learn how to be a bank? You got to study, and you have to study economics. And who's the economics you're going to study? Yourself. What does your economy look like in your household? Is the weather forecast saying, boy, there's some real currency going on? It's raining money. The weather forecast today is going to be sunny and crisp today. What's your weather forecast? Now, how the different currencies move at different times in different time periods. I'm going to read this part right here. Fed. The last central bank to be established was the Fed. The Americans resisted the central bank idea. Today I was expressing about man and the idea of man, and the word that I was using in the idea of man was understanding, I believe it was. The idea that man has to think of something, but what is he thinking and what is he imposing upon not only you, but society as a whole when you're talking about currency and banking? The Americans resisted the central bank idea for the longest time, and it took a banking crisis together with some very long-term political gains. Y'all better understand that this thing is a political game. To finally get them to accept the idea of the name of the Federal Reserve Act in 1913. And it has rightfully, but I would say it has been wrongfully been called, oh yeah, I'm sorry, my apology, it's been rightfully been called the crime of the century. Now I wonder why they calling it the crime of the century. Do you know? Because I'm going to ask you when I get to it. The gold that ultimately backed all the banks can be traced to a few major resources. The Chinese royal family, tracing its roots back to the Genghis Khan, who conquered the world, having his subjects pay tribute in gold. The Indonesians and their spices, plus Solomon's legacy, the Persians, and the other remnants of ancient empires. The colonial powers of England, Spain, and Portugal collected lots, but also spent on spices and exotic imports, like the Lamborghinis and the Bentleys and all the other, whatever other cars, Maseratis and stuff. Maybach. All them, you know. So I'm going to roll on down a little bit because I'm going somewhere in 1 minute. I want to keep going here. All right. 900 to 1000 AD, high priest. I was called a priest yesterday. In Jawa, gets direction from divine inspiration that they have to travel to Bali, Little Jawa, and establish a successful colony. First attempt fails. Some 100 years later, they received a second direct command from the divine to do the same. Direction is given for 3 nails, gold, silver, and bronze, to be nailed down and a temple established. Now they succeed. By 1500 AD, the whole royal court of Solo have moved here to safeguard the traditions and culture from the pressures of Islam. I self am lawmaster, by the way. That's what Islam is. Now, it goes on to talk about the further exploration and people goes east. There are really interesting linguistic and cultural traces indicating close contact with Jawa, Bali, Majapahit, is that the thing? Majapahit, right there. That word right there. Majapahit and Polynesian and Mayan Americans, a few Hawaii, Kiki, Honolulu, Maori has meaning in Old Javanese language. Mayan and Bali calendar use very similar symbols, and Majapahit, Solo temple, and Mayan temples are identical. Now you see the Rothschilds and the Templars and all this stuff, right? Now let's go down. Now, I want who I want to read this. I want somebody. Let me see who I want. Naila. Oh, she's not there. Okay. Oh, there she is. Can you read this for me, please?
Sure. Illuminati breeding program. Back to the banking story. Legends of a shadow powered behind the scenes called the Illuminati has long flourished in the West. This may be how it started. 1200 to 1300 AD, Queen Roro Kidul, a beautiful illuminated being, she literally shined up a room and never grows old, marries the king, the king of Solo. She promised to always protect the kingdom and return when needed. Her descendants takes a name of Chakra Ningrat, the illuminated. Big Mama. Love and light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's in the
Ashe,
bank.
Ashe,
My
Ashe, Ashe.
It's
Okay.
in, it's in the
I
bank.
say, I
All right,
say.
Dodo.
All right there.
It
Tag
was
out.
Knew it all
Oh,
along.
beautiful.
I
Love
say,
and
I
light.
say.
Ashe,
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 Ashe.
Ashe.
Can she read that again, please?
How many of you knew that? Not very many, because you didn't do your homework. You don't know. So sit down. You don't know. So, because you don't know and you unlearn, you got to sit down and you got to learn everything you need to know. Because you want access to the wrong thing that you ain't going to never get access to because it don't belong to you. The birth certificate don't belong to you. The bonds don't belong to you. The social security number don't belong to you. But you're using their stuff to enhance their economy. How you gonna cash in something that don't belong to you? If the paper was created by somebody other than you, it belongs to them, whether you like it or not. See, their economy is based on secrecy and lies and deceit. What is your economy gonna be based on? And who economy are you feeding? And how you gonna get out of it? And you, like everybody else, and myself included, done been filed paperwork, Moore's paperwork, all kind of stuff. It ain't about you nothing, because them people don't give a crap because you gave them more money.
Ashe.
Because they monetize everything. And that's the problem. I love to see Travis smile and laugh.
Yes.
Now go on and show them teeth, boy.
He got some white teeth.
He got some white ones too. You know he in the running to being added to my son list.
I know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got you on radar, baby. Now you tell me why you're smiling like you are.
I just enjoy everything that you putting down, Big Mama. You know, you enlightening us. You coming back for your children, and you enlightening me to help save the generations behind me. So that's why I'm smiling. Like I'm happy for this. So
Right.
it makes me happy.
Right. Because what's going to happen is if you don't learn what you need to learn, then you're going to doom to repeat the same thing, right? And you're going to go on back over there, not even knowing that you still feeding that economy over there. Because I just told you, every time you go down there and go down to the Register of Deeds office there, I done did all that paperwork. Look up my name down in Mecklenburg County. I got a shitload of stuff down there. I do. Look it up. thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and a whole bunch of stacked up paper that I can't do nothing with. But they done something with it. They done monetized it. So you keep feeding their economy and don't even know it. And you're walking around with their birth certificate. It's theirs. Give their stuff back to them. Give it back. What you want it for? It ain't yours. What's at the letterhead of it?
The
Look
state
at the
of.
letterhead. That's right. It belongs to them. Quit playing.
And it's on
And get
bonded
real.
paper.
It's on bonded paper, and it's their bonded paper. They printed off their printers with your name on there. Kind of your name. That they made it out of legal entity. It's theirs. They're capturing everything you use, their social security number. They're capturing all your energy and calculating it all up because the Social Security Administration is keeping your books. Because you use their social, they're claiming your energy. Now, what you gonna do about it? Don't get mad at them because they doing their secrecy job and ain't telling you nothing. Here you go, use that, yeah. And then go over there to that job and use that Social Security card and fill out them W-2s and 4s and all that. So you keep giving some more out. I'm getting y'all ready for something. But you got to know economics. And what it is and who it affects.
Money and the power, y'all. Let's get down to the last hour. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with this? Money and the power, y'all. Let's get down to the last hour. What you gonna do? What you gonna do with this? While we on that paper chase, fascinated by those shiny things. It's time to change the game. When you gonna let it go? Oh, except for Jones groans, replace it with the need to be homegrown. You reap what you sow, plant your seeds and watch it unfold.